By the end of this video, you're gonna know the 4 best ways to make money on TikTok right now in 2025, no matter how many followers you have. I don't care if you have 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, or you have over 100,000 followers. Every single one of you watching this video right now have an equal opportunity to be able to monetize both your views and your following. Because right now is an absolute golden era for monetizing on TikTok. The first method that you can implement in order to make money from TikTok is going to be using TikTok Shop, because this is only going to keep getting bigger and bigger. It doesn't matter if you're going live promoting products or if you're creating content promoting products. There's a really easy formula for you to be able to maximize how much you're earning from TikTok Shop. Here it is. Step number 1 is you need to make sure that you niche down your page. If you aren't niching down your page, what's going to end up happening is you're going to accumulate followers, you're going to accumulate viewers, but they're always going to be interested in something different. For example, if one day you post about a t-shirt and then the next day you post about a microphone, guess what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up getting disengaged followers and disengaged viewers, and the TikTok algorithm isn't going to know who to show your content to. You'd be way better off just sticking to a single niche and posting the same product over and over again, or posting about the same types of products over and over again. And step number 2 is you need to make sure that you're studying your niche, both the top sellers and the top products. Because if you know how the TikTok algorithm works, it's all based off of past watch history. And what does this mean? The people that watch content about specific products or specific things keep getting shown that content over and over again. For example, I keep getting shown this product right here over and over again. In fact, every time I log on to TikTok, I see this product and it kind of makes me want to buy it just so that I stop hearing about it. Step number 3 is you need to be creating multiple product videos every single day and going live to promote these products, because again, what you want to happen is an organic funnel. Most people know about ad funnels. When you run an ad to a cold audience and then the people that engage with it, you keep showing them more and more ads until eventually they become a lead or they buy. Well, TikTok Shop does the same thing, except you don't have to pay for any of it because you upload your content. Whoever engages with it then gets shown the other content about that same exact product, further pushing them down the funnel and getting them to want to actually buy that product. And then when they do, you're gonna get a commission. And then the final step is making sure that you're actually contacting the brand of which product you are promoting, because this is going to allow them and incentivize them to give you exclusive discounts and exclusive things that only you can get. And this is really the big unlock here, because if you get things like this, people are gonna begin to buy your product versus buying it from some other creator. But that was just the first method. Like I said earlier, there are 4 methods, and this next one is even better than the last one that I just mentioned, and that is turning your viewers into purchasers for your own products. Because here's something that not that many people are actually talking about. The best way to convert your traffic on TikTok into sales is setting up a link in bio page that's actually effective. Think about it. TikTok is where you get attention, but attention alone isn't actually going to be what allows you to make money, because you need a simple page that captures that traffic, grows your audience, and sells for you, and that's where Hostinger comes into play. Because instead of some generic link in bio tool that only gives you a list of buttons, Hostinger's website builder gives you a link in bio that actually scales into a full website or a store. And the best part about it is it allows you to start simple and grow big. You don't have to worry about migrating later, any extra costs, or having to add on extra tools. Now, one of the best parts about this is that it's all in one. You'll see if you scroll down right here that you could get 71% off right now, and that this only starts at $3.99 a month for a 48-month term, which is an absolute no-brainer. Because if you were to go month to month, it would cost $13.99 a month, and you could see all of the different things that you're going to be able to do here. For example, you could use this for e-commerce, for selling things like digital products, physical products. You could even schedule and sell services on here, or you could do print on demand, and guess what? They don't charge any additional fees for that. Or if we come over here, you'll be able to see that you could do sales and marketing on here. You could do discount codes, gift cards, marketing integrations, and you can even do email marketing straight from inside of this. And they also have a ton of different AI tools. For example, an AI AI SEO assistant, an AI logo maker, and even an AI text and image generation. And you get all of this all for just one subscription. And guess what? If we come over to add cart right here and you add in code Robert Benjamin, you're going to get an additional 10% off. You literally just come over here to have a coupon code. You're going to type in Robert Benjamin right here, and then you're going to get an additional 10% off. And by the way, I'm going to put this in the link in the pinned comment below also. Oh, and a few other things that I did want to highlight here. They allow you to use your own custom domain, so you can choose your own .com if you wanted to. You could capture emails on here. They have built-in analytics. They have integrations with everything that you could think of. For example, a Meta Pixel, Google Ads Pixel, and even things like email marketing and A/B testing. In addition to that, you have drag and drop freedom with this. You don't just have to stick to certain templates like you do with other tools. They have a drag and drop system, so you can build out your website or your link in bio to look exactly how you want. On top of that, it actually goes past just a link in bio because they also have blog and content tools that make it really easy for you to be able to reach your audience where they are. And the last thing that I just really wanted to emphasize here is that when you use this, it's going to allow you to very easily turn the views, the followers, and the traffic that you're getting on TikTok into revenue no matter what you're doing, because you're going to be able to have your affiliate offers. You're going to be able to have your own products, your own services, all at one link in one bio that you can fully customize and have full control over, which makes it way easier for you to be able to monetize your audience. Okay, so now that you actually signed up and you have Hostinger, creating your link in bio page is going to be incredibly easy. Check this out. You're going to come over here where you can see you can let AI create a website for you, but what you're going to want to look for is this down here, link in bio website new. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this and you will see that they have tons of different templates that you can actually choose from. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to select this style right here, and then this is going to go through, and you can see that I can now add in all of my different things right here. So I'm adding in my Instagram, I'm adding in my TikTok, I'm adding in my Facebook. I don't have a LinkedIn, so I'm going to leave that blank. I also don't have X. I'm then going to click on continue right here, and you can see that I can very easily come over here and customize all of this. Now from here, literally all you have to do is come over here. You're going to customize this for your brand. You're going to change this out for your image, and you'll be able to see that on the left-hand side right here, you can see each of the things that you have to do in order to actually get your website live. You'll be able to see all the different elements that you can add in here. And one other thing that I really love is you can see what this is going to look like on a computer versus on a mobile device. And then once you're done setting this up, you could go live with it. And if you want to create your own custom link in bio page, I would strongly suggest that you go to the pinned comment below and get started today with 10% off by using code Robert Benjamin. Because in minutes, this is going to allow you to have a professional link in bio page so you can continue to monetize your TikTok. Now, method number 3 for monetizing your TikTok is going to be getting into the TikTok Creativity Program 2.0. Now, essentially what this is an upgraded version where they pay creators more money. And there are 2 things that you want to make sure that you're focusing on. First, you need to make sure that you're actually eligible to apply to this. Here's what you need in order to be eligible. Number 1, you must be 18 years old or older, live in an eligible country, and have at least 10,000 followers and 100,000 views in the last 30 days. Secondly, you need to be predominantly making content that's over 60 seconds long, because you're only going to get paid for posts that are over 60 seconds. So if you're one of those creators that only uploads content that's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or quite frankly, anything less than 60 seconds, this isn't going to be the best way for you to actually be able to monetize your page. In addition to that, if you are able to upload videos that are going to rank for search, you're going to get paid extra, especially if they're over 60 seconds long. And then that final criteria is that you need to understand that the payout isn't a flat CPM. It varies, but most creators are earning anywhere from $8 to $20 per 1,000 views that they're getting on TikTok. And I want you to think about that. That means if you get 10,000 views on a post, you would make anywhere from $80 to $200 simply for uploading that post to TikTok. And this right here is one of the coolest things about this is you can actually create content that's over 60 seconds long for TikTok Shop or that's promoting your own product. So guess what? Method number 3 right here is kind of like an an add-on bonus that you can use with all the other methods. And that's something that I really wanted to emphasize here before I get into the last and most important way to be able to monetize your TikTok, is that you don't have to choose between one of these or another one, because you can do all of them. In fact, all the smartest creators out there do each of these. In fact, I'm sure you've heard it before that most millionaires have over 7 streams of income. This is an example of how you could have 4 different streams of income from just one TikTok account. Now, another pro tip that I did want to add here is you want to make content ideally that's loopable, because think about this. If you make a video that's a tutorial or a how-to based video, somebody might have to watch that video again, and then guess what ends up happening? People spend more time watching your content, you end up getting multiple views per viewer, and you could end up earning even more money without having more people see your content, because you have the same people viewing your content more than they would if you were just uploading short content that they weren't actually that engaged with. And this brings me to the last way that we need to talk about when it comes to monetizing your TikTok in 2025, and that's going to be with user-generated content. Now, there are 2 ways to be able to do this. The first way is just going to be traditional brand deals. This is when a brand reaches out to you, or you reach out to a brand and you guys come to an agreement for you to promote one of their products. In fact, I just started this brand new TikTok right here, and I'm getting paid anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 for doing a simple post that goes on TikTok, and I'll post it to my Instagram also. And guess what? You could do the same exact thing. What you want to do is make sure that brands have a way to actually approach you. I get a lot of my brand deals through DMs, so make sure you're not ignoring those, and having my email in my bio. Brands know to actually reach out, and they'll reach out and ask for your rates. They'll ask for some demographic stuff. And if you send that over to them, you are going to be able to negotiate with them about how much money they'll actually pay you for creating content for their brand. But that's just the first way of doing things. The second way of doing things is actually doing UGC created content. What does this mean? There are brands out there that not only want you to post on your own page about their product, but that will actually pay you to create content for their main page. In fact, there are so many different brands that do this. And essentially what you'd be doing here is pitching yourself as a professional creator. So not only could you get paid for posting content about the brand on your own page, but you could also make 2, 3, even 4 or 5 videos on the side that then you sell to the brand, that you let them do whatever they want with it. They could use it to run ads, they could use it to post it on their own page. But the moral of the story is that now you're turning that sponsored brand post into not just one post, but 4 or 5 posts, so you get paid several times from that same exact brand. Now, I did have 3 pro tips for you when it comes to trying to approach brands in order to get deals like this. Number 1, I would strongly suggest signing up for platforms like the ones that I have up on the screen right now. These allow you to connect creators with brands that are looking for UGC content. Secondly, I would search UGC creator on TikTok itself, and you'll be able to see tons of different brands and agencies that are recruiting right there, or you could take the direct route. You could reach out to brands inside of your niche, but make sure they're ones that have sponsored your competitors or other creators, so that you know that they actually have a budget. And then I bet a lot of them will get back to you with different rates and different abilities to be able to partner with you. And then one last pro tip, you want to make sure that you're approaching these brands, not just that you're a creator, but you're a creative partner, and you can actually add on multiple things like new ideas or new ways to release products, or maybe even partnering with one of these brands in order to launch a product of your own. Now, if you're still struggling to grow on TikTok and you feel like you still need to get more views or get more followers in order to be able to monetize your page, I want to personally help you with that. In fact, I want to guarantee I can help you grow faster on TikTok if we work together one-on-one. If that sounds interesting, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways we can work together one-on-one so you can finally begin to monetize your TikTok. I'll see you over there.